We're grasping at straws, Tom Brady, because we've never seen it before. A 44-year-old making every possible throw, not a single ounce or a twitch or a sign, not even in the area code of a diminished return. What keeps him young? Obviously, it's his work ethic. It's his eating habits. Literally, he spends every second of his day feeding his body in a way that makes it the engine that still can at 44. I have another thing that I think that keeps him young.
Giselle?
Outside of your gutter instincts, sir. I think what keeps him young is what we saw last night, couple times on that field last night and the last time he was on it. What do I mean by it? When I saw video on the @NFL account crossed my Twitter handle of Breeze being on the sideline and Brady going up to him before the game. And it's Breeze's first game as a broadcaster on NBC, for a regular season game. He goes up to Breeze and they share a moment. And, two goats meeting each other, says the, NFL account. And I thought to myself, the number of times now Brady in his career has seen somebody who's been a peer, somebody who is placed in the same sentence as him as a GOAT, a competitor, the number of times he has seen one of those people on the sidelines in a suit, retired, or on the field as a member of the opposing coaching staff. The number of times that he's still standing there in his uniform getting ready to beat them or beat somebody. That has to give him all sorts of wind at his sails. It has got to. He loves seeing them. I'm just saying that if he has the GOAT blood, we know he does. If he has the Jordan type mentality, we know he does. He's a little part of him's thinking, yep, I'm still in my uniform. Have a good broadcast. Yep. Have a good broadcast. Have a good game, coach. I'm going to go back and I'm still playing.
No doubt.
He's got to take something from that, and it feeds him. And he wants the next one. Who's next? Who's going to be in the broadcast next? When Phillip is done coaching high school this year, is he going to show up? Somebody's going to hire him and put him on a broadcast team? Maybe. Maybe you'll see him at the Super Bowl this year, standing in his uniform.
Field Yates tweeted this out, Rich. Not sure you saw it. Brady made his 300th career start last night. 3 Hall of Famers started their career after Brady's first start. Troy Polamalu, Calvin Johnson, Ed Reed. Started after Brady, played their whole career, waited 5 years, went to the Hall of Fame.
So ridiculous.
It's crazy. Man. I mean, we could go on and on with stats. We Elias, stat service, we have a deal with them for our Thursday night kickoff and, of course, game day morning. They came up with a stat. There's no other player in the NFL now that is around when NFL Network launched. And that also includes the 2001 and 2002 draft classes. Everybody's gone. But I'm just talking about what keeps him young. These are stats that just show how long he's been around. It's got to keep him young to see Breeze there. Hey, yeah, you're a broadcaster now. But I'm sure he likes him. Yeah. They have a relationship. They're friendly. More than that, maybe. I don't know.
I think you're so on point there, Rich.
Here's the other thing that keeps him young. Beating the young. Taking all those coming at the throne, the iron throne that he sits on of his 7 kingdoms, one for each championship he has. Keep coming at the king. The last 2 quarterbacks on the turf in Tampa that he has consoled. Last night, Dak Prescott. Dak, hey man, 403 yards. Great performance. Good. Good for you. You came back from your your leg injury, and I really respect what you do, and I think what you do in the community is great, and you're a good guy, and great job, man. 403, that was incredible. You gave us everything that you could tonight. Good job. But guess who walks away the winner? And the quarterback that he consoled in that manner before Dak on that turf? Patrick Mahomes. Hey, man. Unbelievable season for you. I mean, back-to-back Super Bowl appearances. I know how tough that is. It's tough to win it back-to-back, too. I know how tough that is, too. But guess who's going to have that shot next year? Me. See ya. Yep. You could have had 2, gotten closer to my 6, but now I got 7. You still have 1. There's got to be a little bit of that inner voice in him that's thinking that. Won't say it publicly. Of course he won't. Won't wear it on his face, his sleeve. He won't say it. Anything close to that. Because he does, I'm sure, respect the heck out of every last quarterback I just mentioned. Because he knows how tough it is. When all comes down to it, who's walking away the winner? The old guy or the young kid? Who's got the 7 rings on the fingers? You or me? Any other human being? You? No. Me. Yep.
You know what I love most about this photo is
Keep going.
Not the 7 rings, which are awesome. It's how small the first Patriots ring is.
I know, right?
Compared to
well, I mean, they all look small next to that moon that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, that you can snap the top off of and place something in there, I guess. I don't know. But that's what I think keeps Brady young, is sucking the lifeblood out of the young and seeing all of his colleagues from all the years that they were in the league. 20 years. Seen them all of them. See him every last one of them. I don't think the Bucs play the Giants this year, but he could see Eli. Hey, Eli, how's the front office? Great to see you. I know you beat me twice, but how's the front office? Okay. Peyton, Monday Night Football. How's that going? Is that good? You having a good time doing that? Sure you're building your business? That's great. Oh, it's great to be. Thanks for inviting me to the Hall of Fame. He plays Giants week 11. Okay, they do see each other. Great, Eli. How are you? I'm the one in the uniform still. Honestly, I think that he's not thinking about it, but I think those moments to just you get him going.
Honestly, though, Rich, wouldn't you think that Eli would be the one guy on earth that can look at Tom and go?
Well, Foles is another one, I guess, but
Eli did it twice.
But it's yes. He did it
That's
twice.
the only. I mean, even with Foles, it was like, eh.
So, but the answer he could say back to Eli, as if we're going to have the petty inner monologue that neither of these guys would ever have with each other. But go ahead, you could say it. You be Eli, I'll be Tom.
Hey, well, Tom, I did beat you twice.
I know, prevented me from having 9.
Yeah, exactly. Like the
I
debate.
could have had. You're right. You're right, Eli. Yeah. I could have had 9.
The debate on Eli is he a Hall of Famer? Tom's like, cool, I'm the greatest ever.
In this episode of petty conversations that would never be had amongst high-class individuals.
And Rich.
Yeah, you know what, Eli? You're right. You got me twice. If not, I could be going one for the other thumb. You see that photograph of me with 7 on my fingers?
Should be 9.
7. It's insane. He's going for another pinky ring because he's decided not to put any of them on a thumb. And what keeps him young? Putting one on the pinky, of course that does. And being at the office every day as a player and being around the guys. Of course that keeps him young. And maybe being a dad and being a husband, that'll keep him young. Well, also keeps him young is, hey, Drew, have a great cast. Hey, Dak, great game. Patrick, you're incredible. But who's the one in the uniform going to play, and who's the one winning? That'll keep you young.
Makes sense.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.